Listen, you ever get that gut feeling that this is the big one that it's about to hit, and if you're not positioned right now, you'll be stuck watching everyone else cash in? Well, I've got something for you today that's going to completely shift how you see this market. We're talking breaking news from the SEC, a tidal wave of pro-crypto moves from the US government. And yes, I'm about to pull back the curtain on insider-level meetings that have never been shared publicly before. And I've got the tweet right here. If you think this cycle's over, you're about to see why we're just getting started. Stay with me, because once you see what's coming, you'll understand exactly how the pieces are lining up and why XRP is sitting right in the middle of all of it. Folks, welcome back to Crypto Labs News, your source for deep dive crypto analysis. Bitcoin is at 118,666, down about 1.73%. Ethereum is 4,282, up 1.78%. XRP 3.15, down 2.63%. The total crypto market cap is 3.97 trillion, just shy of that 4 trillion psychological barrier. I'm telling you right now, we need to see these markets pump in August, and I believe it's coming. Now, the information I've been waiting on is finally here. I had a feeling it would drop today. I heard the rumblings. I hinted at it. And here we go, official confirmation from the SEC on their website. The litigation against Ripple is over. Done. Years of uncertainty, 5 long years, are behind us. But here's the twist. The price didn't explode. In fact, it pulled back. Why? Manipulation. Most people will glance at the headlines and think, cool, the lawsuit's over. But this is bigger. It's about precedent. For the first time, a major U.S. regulator has essentially given XRP the green light to operate without a legal cloud. That opens the door for U.S. institutional adoption. Bitcoin has that clarity, and now XRP does too. This changes the conversations from call me when the SEC thing is sorted to let's set up a meeting. Custodians, exchanges, payment processors, they've been waiting for this. Years of pent-up demand don't just trickle in, they come in waves. XRP is moving from the lawsuit coin to the compliant cross-border settlement solution. While Ripple was busy in court, the macro chessboard shifted. Rate cuts coming, 401k access to crypto, altcoin ETFs on the verge of approval, billions from FTX set to re-enter the market, regulations easing, QT ending, pro-crypto laws, inbound, and 7.8 trillion sitting in money markets, doing nothing. That's a liquidity explosion waiting to happen. And here's the new piece. Most people are sleeping on global CBDC rollouts. The IMF, BIS, and over 130 central banks are actively testing or launching central bank digital currencies. These CBDCs are designed to settle instantly across borders. The problem? They need an efficient neutral bridge asset to connect different currencies and systems. That's where XRP's tech already integrated with legacy rails comes in. This isn't theory. It's the missing puzzle piece for CBDCs to function globally. When those systems go live, they're not starting from scratch. They'll use infrastructure that's already tested, and XRP fits that bill perfectly. Most retail thinks the top is in. Smart money knows the euphoric stage hasn't even started. Right now, we're still in the pregame. When that wall of cash rotates into risk assets, crypto sitting there with legal clarity, ETFs, retirement account access, and a role in CBDC infrastructure, you're going to see moves that make 2021 look like a warm-up lap. Now, here's the part that'll make you rethink XRP's future. This isn't from an article, it's from a well-written thread by someone calling themselves Lord Belgrave. He claims he sat in boardrooms in 2016, 2017, with top executives from Barclays, HSBC, DBS, and Wells Fargo already positioned around XRP. He says these weren't speculative traders, they were heads of treasury, FX settlement directors, people who move trillions daily. They weren't debating if they'd use XRP, but how soon. Meetings were locked under NDAs so tight even junior staff didn't know the agenda. Barclays' internal memos talked about on-demand liquidity. HSBC called it real-time cross-border settlement. DBS framed it as instant regional clearing, and Wells Fargo discussed tokenized liquidity rails, all using XRP. Why XRP? Because unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, it moves huge sums instantly, with finality and no counterparty risk, and it integrates with existing legacy rails like Swift GPI, Nostro, CLS. This wasn't about ideology, it was about efficiency and control. Banks don't fight crypto, they fight each other. And they quietly agreed XRP would be a shared, neutral bridge to avoid giving any single rival an edge. Barclays tested live corridors. HSBC ran settlements through Ripple for stress tests. DBS built Asia-Pacific corridors. And Wells Fargo looked at replacing FX swaps with tokenized liquidity. Belgrave says he left banking in 2020, bought XRP at 0.18, and realized he was still early. Bankers don't build infrastructure for 5 coins, they build for the next global standard. Whether you believe him or not, the names match known Ripple partners, and parts of his story align with public facts. Ripple's legal cloud is gone. The macro stage is set for a massive liquidity injection. CBDCs are moving from concept to reality, and the very institutions controlling trillions have already done their homework on XRP. This isn't wishful thinking, it's years of groundwork lining up in real time. The next few months aren't about guessing if something big is coming, they're about deciding whether you'll be positioned when it hits. Stay sharp. Position smarter. Because when the switch flips, you won't get a second chance to be early.